and this is where I think Pepper went wrong. We tend to want to treat them like regular amplifiers, but they're not. And setting your levels, and with these 2017 and up models, each sound I bring 2 column. Mark Jagan me attack to big up yourself. Much respect to you.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Action sound. Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. Desire to get to higher. Life, it's an open road. Desire to get to higher. Don't limit it, yeah. Desire to get to higher. Life, it's an open road. Life, it's a subject, ain't not an object. Take a full control.
What's up, addicts? What's up, sound addicts? We are calling all kind of different things, you know, but favorite word for one is addict, saying. So, we're not addicts like myself. Welcome back to the channel for another one. Saying, this one, we just want to go over some of the things that we go over the last time. And make someone know so we not forget to know, you know, we have some things in the pipeline. We just not execute them until, you understand? I know someone now wait to see sound of Jamaica, so it soon come. Or about it, I soon know what's left. I show you what's left of that, you understand? I'm giving you the backstory on that too as well. Saying? But right now, there's several things we want to touch upon. Some of them very key. So tag on the sound friend them again. You understand? Tag on the selector friend them again. First of all, you know, say this weekend coming, this Saturday coming, you have the East Coast link up in Maryland. Saying you have 6 sounds. Each sound I bring 2 column. And we are going for the best quality and the most sightness out of every sound. Saying? So it's going to be an event where they don't want to miss. None like this before. Saying? And I will be proving thing I go on. Man, I fight for the Battle of New York. Who's one of the biggest machine. You understand? Versus to the engineer them. Top engineer them against each other. Last week we forget about Kevin name. Big up yourself, Kevin. And we mentioned Blue Steel as well as the young engineer them in our business, you see me? So, but anyway, it got interesting, you see. Me use the word interesting a lot, I understand, but it definitely got interesting to see what will take place come next week, you understand? Or this weekend, I should say. There's some of the people that I really want to meet. Look forward to see each and every one I want to say. So make sure it's on the forward. Yes, and don't be afraid to come and say hi. You see me? So last video, I was with Pepper, and Pepper mentioned something about the 320 bit, and it was very interesting. You know, a couple of numbers that was put out that wasn't 100% correct. I believe in the video he said something about 90 bit. Then he called me and corrected it and said it was 32 bit. So in my research, went back and looked it up, and it was actually 24 bit that vinyl was recorded in. 32 was considered to be ridiculous, but 24 was the ideal. You understand? It just goes to show so the man know him thing. So I say, because I never really dive into it that deep until him start talking and thing. And he makes some very good points about the 320 bit. One in which me seek answers for right now. Need to figure this out, you see me? But one thing him say when I see in the comment section, a lot of people say it, and I agree with them, is the 320 bit is going to give you the higher quality. You know, it's a bigger file, more into the file. You know, you lose quality when you have less bit rate, you understand? So the 320 is going to give you a higher quality. That's the one thing him said that I disagree with. But when him say about the expander now, I've never been much of an expander person. It's been said that you can achieve what the expander do without the expander just by setting certain things a certain way. And if you know how to do so, you can get around that, you know what I mean? So I've never been a big fan of the expander, but I know a lot of Jamaicans are. It's a Jamaican thing. You go anywhere else, Jamaicans really alone are use the expander, like how we use it, you understand? And who I use it, no say it was just an ancient day thing for household components. It's a director scale, so you know, I don't need to go into that with the item. But I agree with him where both that director scale and a lot of the things that we're using now is not necessary anymore. you know. And we're going to debate that further. We're going to debate the quality, the bitrate thing as well. We're going to debate the difference between the analog and the digital signal, which is better, you know, them kind of something there. So all of them things is coming, you know what I mean? So they are them just look out for it. Yeah, because we're not going to disappoint. Last week we also talked about the whole levels of the volume and setting your levels. And in watching the video, because, you know, I go back and watch all my videos. In re-watching the video, we realized that there was about 30 minutes of clip that was not included in the footage. And that's because the camera had died and we lose power. So the whole presentation where we go through with my proof, what's supported my argument, the manual, when we dive into the Serato manual, when we dive into the controller manual, both the SZ2 and the SRT 1000 manuals, that wasn't captured on video, you know. So I let that you might miss that drift them. I'm not gonna dive in it now, you know, but I see what I'm seeing at the manual, which is enough. Now it's our interpretation of what the manual means. Now Pepper say it means if the maximum orange that's there, you're allowed to go up to that maximum orange. You know, for me it means once you hit that orange, then, you know, you stop right there. You know, not necessarily the maximum. So that's what we have to figure out, who is right, him or me, you know, where does it go? But the concept of the red, in the Serato, in the manual it states that there's a limiter, built-in limiter that kicks in once you start to go into your red, and that also is going to translate into a lot of distortion. The manual says this. So it recommends that you do not play it to the red signal. You play it to the orange signal at maximum level. So we went over that last week. The part with the controller, you guys missed that. But the controller manual also states the same thing. You know, there is a limiter that kicks in when the red kicks in. And that also distorts the signal. Both, and this is where I think Pepper went wrong. When he said on the input you can be red, but on the output you cannot be red. The manual states you don't want to see red neither on the input nor the output. You understand? Like I said, I drive mine as soon as it hit orange at its maximum point. That's where I stop. Now, to Pepper's argument, if you go to the maximum orange that's on there, so if there's 3 levels of orange, you go to the maximum level of orange, then you're fine. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna find that out, and I'm working on doing that now and seeking others' opinion on that matter as well. And you know, whatever I'm gonna find out, I'm gonna put it to you, so you understand? But it was nice having Pepper on board. I see a lot of you guys comments too as well. A lot of you guys appreciate having Pepper on board as well. So it was nice hearing somebody else's opinion as well. So we're gonna do more of that, you know what I mean? Like we call it, Soundcheck. See? I promise you guys I'm gonna go into the X32 and we're gonna talk about the levels within the X32. Now I've been holding off on that because, to be honest with you, I want to do it with one of the experts them in that field. I don't want only my opinion, I want to share somebody else's opinion as well, as far as the X32 is concerned. But I think I'll move forward and dive into it a little bit, and then we'll grab the expert and get him on his time. And then we can dive into it some more, you see me? But until then, we'll move forward, alright? Alright, my people, so this episode, I kind of want to touch 2 things that's very important. One in which I went over already, but a recent incident prompted me to go back over this again, because the person where it happened to is someone who actually watched the channel, but somehow it missed them, you know what I mean? So this time I'm going to get more in depth on it, and so bear with me for this ride, see? So let's start here. So in July, the DSA had its festival. And I believe we had about 10 sounds that string up, each sound bringing 1 column each. And it was a very hot day. Now, of the 10 sounds that string up, 6 of the sounds had problems with their laptop overheating. Now, I've seen this before and I didn't really know what it was. Years ago, one of my selector, Mr. Chin, had his laptop and he was lining up his songs, but he was over by a heater. It was a winter time. He was over by a heater with a laptop down, going through his songs, doing his things. And when he hooked it up to the controller, it started skipping and making that the song sound very distorted, and it was just skipping. The song was just skipping like vinyls, needle jumping off of a vinyl. I didn't know what that was, so we ended up using my laptop that day, and that was years ago when he just got his laptop. So we ended up just using my laptop that day. Now, fast forward a year ago, we did a concert, and we on stage, we backstage, we had our laptop sitting down on a desk backstage, and we was working on it, setting up our library. Even a girl come to me and say, yo, una dey over here start putting a song them together for you all long. Me can't wait for you on our place. I mean, she was so excited, you know what I mean, just to go for you what we are gonna do. And trust me, people, we're ready, we line up and we're ready, and we say, all right, we're gonna burn a fire, Jamaica independence, and everybody out the door in the sun on stage, and I acting backstage, I get ready for come on, and we're just ready. So when we went up, plug up a laptop, and the announcers them introduce us, and we go so boom boom boom, and me come in and I make my big talk, and boom boom, song start drop, the song start skip. And I say, the blood clot, excuse me French, but I say, how the blows and skirt this. The song just start skip and make a whole heap of noise, and this started, and sound like a niggle drop off a record, just a bounce, and me I said, John, no, this not sound right. And it was embarrassing. This time it wasn't Chin's laptop, it was my laptop. So I can't blame Chin. You understand? I can't say nothing about Chin laptop, because this time it's my laptop, and I know my laptop good. Anyway, there was another DJ there, shout out to Ablaze, big up yourself. He was backstage, wanted to come on, and he saw the opportunity and him run on, and him say, all right, here we do. We'll just copy the song them what you have from my library and just play them. Which we started doing that until some of the songs that we have lined up him couldn't find, so we just end up just step aside and make him finish the show. It was a very embarrassing moment for me, you understand? And I couldn't understand for what reason, for why it would have happened. And Ablaze said something to me that day. He said, yo, the laptop overheat. So I said, no shut down or nothing. It does not play a clean song. I can still go in and do what I do it now. It feel warm underneath the bottom, but that's given. That's how the laptop's supposed to feel. He said, no, it's overheat. I said, all right, I'm going to look into this. Well, fast forward again to the festival. 110 degrees out the door, 10 sounds. 6 of the sounds had the same problem. Me being the third one in the line, had the same problem. So it's like, whoa. So we end up putting this big fan underneath my laptop stand to blow cold air on the laptop while I was playing. That's how we were able to finish the entire day without having any more glitch. But the very first round we couldn't play because the laptop started to skip. But everyone, what I saw on them round, started to realize that look, the laptop them are overheat. People, let me tell you, 6 sounds had that problem. 6 sounds had that problem. So it's a serious issue. And it wasn't, I believe, one person, Terror from Outlaw Sound, big up yourself, Terror. Terror said to me, which one of laptop them you have? Him say for the new one them they can't manage the heat. which it was the new one. Now people, this laptop here is the new laptop. Look at how thin it is. Now if you're using a PC, you might not have this issue. But if you're using a MacBook or a MacBook Pro, this video is for you. I don't know about the PC because I don't use PC to play music anymore. I stopped doing that 10, 15 years ago. A MacBook I use now for the past 10 years. I use MacBook and me like the MacBook when it comes to playing music, so I'm sticking with it. I'm not changing. But this is a 2017, I believe. I gotta look back on this and make sure. But this is a 2017 or a 2019 MacBook Pro. People, I want you to look at how thin this is. See how thin it is? Alright. My first laptop before that was a MacBook Pro 2013 MacBook Pro. You see how thick this one is? It's a lot thicker. Alright? Now, in talking to, I want to say big up to, let me say, Terror Outlaw. Him said to me, say, the 2017 and up, them always have the overeating problem. If you have a 2013, you're not going to have an overeating problem. Terror, you're partially right. I appreciate you giving me that input there, because that helped me a lot seeing. It just so happened I went to Philly the next weekend, and I see Mark Dragon up in Philly. Now, I don't care what enough people say about Dragon. I understand. Personally, I guess, I don't know. I've known Dragon over the years. Him not recognize me. Him not know me to that level. Him know who I am still, you know. But me and him not really in a talkative kind of thing, because me is not a running type of youth. So when me go places and I see people, usually I just hold my corner. I say I yell up a man, and it depends on how a man yell me up or how a man receive me, I might just hold my corner. So I've always seen Dragon in the passing. Years ago I went to Florida to play upon Pisces Sound. Dragon was the engineer. And I think me, Kilimanjaro, Pisces, and another sound that played on them anniversary dance, you know. So I've seen him over the years, you know. When he come to Washington DC or he come to the Maryland area, you know, I've seen him over the years. Me just never was the type of person to say, yo, the great Dragon, and oh, me is this and I'm so and so on, you know. I just know me that, me not running, he's not a running type of person, you see me? But, and I think over the years, maybe him probably, I don't know if him, I don't know. I don't even sure open that kind of worm there. But put it that way, people, me and him never really have a dialect where we sit down and hold long conversations, you know what I mean? We talk every now and then, but mostly in passing, yearly every day and there and there. But this day, I saw him in Philly. It was engineering Monish or Monish. Well, I can't remember the sound name. Monish or Monish, I can't remember the sound name. But I don't know me I talk. And when they were having an issue with their controller overheating, and me go so boom, and I go over there and I see Dragon at work, and them, you know, they move to the next sound, so I turn to Dragon and I say, yo, what wrong? And him say, boy, them have the controller in the sun. And the controller now start to overheat. So I proceed to continue the conversation, and this is probably one of the first me and him ever hold a dialogue like this. I said to him, say, you know, say, we had the festival last week and we have the same issue, but this is with laptops. And him say, what kind of laptop you use? Mr. Team said, I use the MacBook, the tin one them, 2017. Him say, yeah, you can. You need a M1. Mark, big up yourself. Mark Jagan me attack to. Big up yourself, much respect to you, because that way you said to me wasn't a whole lot, but you don't know what you do. Me I tell you what you do now. You see me? When you say that to me, it's like you send me for go investigate. You say M1, and I say M1. I say M1. To be honest, people, M1 is a old chip and I never know nothing about it. Because me as a man, me used to do PCs back in the day, but I don't deal with them things anymore. Me drive truck now, so I don't deal with them things anymore. You see me? So, when him say M1, no, me have to go look. And him say, yeah man, him say, Apple have a M1 chip, them designed for the heat, them can take the heat. If you have the newer Mac, him say the cooling system in the newer Mac, them make the Mac them thinner. So the cooling system is not as good as it used to be in the older model. But even the older ones, them still overheat at some point. Now people, these are the older Mac. One look on how thick it is. These are the older Mac. These are the newer one them. You see me? These are the newer one them. And him say, them they go overheat them, you know, especially if you have them in a direct sunlight, them go overheat. Him say, look up the M1. I say, M1, him say, yeah man, and him show me his laptop. He say, yo, it's a M1 me I use. And him show me his laptop. So I don't have them problems there. I say, okay. So much respect to you, Mark, for that insight. You helped me a whole heap with that, you know what I mean? So I went online, go home online. Of course, you know, I go up on Apple, I start look up M1, I find out say them reach at the M3 series now. So you have M1, M2, and the M3. I started to look further into it and realize, say, yo, they're specifically designed for manage the excessive heat. In other words, them carrying a direct sunlight and still, you know, have a problem with them, you understand? Because them build them processors, they're completely different, you know, so them not go overheat. Do the research, look them up. If you can afford them, get them. You talk about some $3,000-$4,000 computers, brother. Me can't afford them, you know. Me I hunt down one right now, but me look for one in my price range, isn't it? Because me can't afford to spend $3-4 grand for a laptop. But me I look for one still. If me find one, you know, I'll let the item know. But I'm making you guys aware with these 2017 and up models, the thin MacBook Pro them, the cooling system in them is them sacrifice on the cooling system to make them as thin as they are. The 2013 ones are a little bit thicker. So as a result of it, it does have a better cooling system in there. So it's able to withstand the heat a little bit better than this one. But go online, look up the M1, look up the M2, look up the M3 chip, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Do your research. They are designed to withstand direct heat. You can put them in the sun directly and them still not overheat. Them robust away there, you understand? So look up them. If you use a DJ, I recommend getting that. Now, I don't know what it is on the PC world. So if you're a DJ where you use a Windows computer, whether it be HP or whatever else you use, let us know in the comment section if you're having that problem. But I know, so with the MacBook Pro, there is an issue with the 2017 and up models. The 2030 models, not so much. Them still have them heating problem, you know, but not so much. But you are better off with the older models, which is the 2013 and below. You're better off with those. The only issue you're going to probably have is software-wise. You know what I mean? If you can work with one of the old softwares and the old versions of Serato, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? But with the 2017, once they start to subject them to heat, they're gonna overheat. It was 110 degrees outside that day, and like me say, we had a total of 6 sounds that had the same problem, and all 6 sounds end up putting a fan underneath their laptop to keep it cool. I know I did it. I had this big blower fan underneath my laptop to keep it cool. You'll see images of those in while I'm talking here, so you guys will see what I'm talking about. All right. Well, I just wanted to make you guys aware of that said situation with the MacBook Pros. All right. And like me say, the PC man them, if you not have that issue with Windows computers, just make me know in the comment section. All right. Since we're talking about heat, excessive heat, and all that stuff, and things overheating and all of that, let's talk about something that I mentioned before in another video. Now, a lot of us not using those amplifiers that have those big transformer in them. We're using amplifiers now, the CVR, the AdMark, the PowerSoft, you know, the LabGruben. We're using all these amplifiers now that has these mediocre type transformer in there with a lot of transistors and so forth in it. Now, I was watching a very long time ago, I was watching Wass's channel, and he was working on a PowerSoft. This was maybe about a year ago or more. He was working on a PowerSoft, and he went on to say, before you do any work on it, make sure say you discharge the power that's in it. Him say the power day night is something that can kill a man. That's how much power that amplifier stores. Now, he's not lying. And I think a lot of us with these amplifiers, we tend to want to treat them like regular amplifiers, but they're not. So I want you to be more careful when you work with the amplifier. I said this because I believe earlier this year, someone was working on his amplifiers and decided in mind say, I'm going to clean it out. So what he did was he used some compressed air trying to blow out the amplifier, and the amplifier exploded. Not knowing what it was, him taking it to somebody to get it fixed, and the person tell him that's what that was what the issue. Now after that happened, I did a video talking about that, but apparently no one saw that video. So let me do this again, because guess what? The same thing happened again. Someone I know, not gonna call the person here, I'm probably watching the channel too. Someone I know recently did the same thing. I guess he's cleaning his amplifiers, getting them ready, and he decided to use compressed air to blow it out. And that's a big no-no, people. Compressed air has moisture in it, and the moment you start to blow into the amplifier, you're letting water, moisture, into that amplifier. And what's going to happen when that moisture hit that transistor, or the transistors, you're going to have that amplifier explode. You understand? The whole light shorts out. You understand? Might as well take a fire hose and just turn it out in your amplifier. Look, when you're working on these amplifiers, people, please discharge them properly. If you got to open it to get into it, discharge it properly. If you don't discharge it properly, what is going to happen is the moisture from the compressor is going to go inside of the amplifier. It's going to hit that board. It's going to hit those transistors that have all that voltage stored up in it, and it's gonna explode. All right, I'm just giving you guys this tip. Make sure so you don't do that. If you have to clean amplifiers, get on yourself a brush, take out the filter, wash on the filter, do all that stuff, brush off the front of it. If you gotta go into it, make sure you discharge the power that's stored into that amplifier before you open it. Once you open it, and you blow, or you put moisture in it, that's it. You understand? That's it. That's all I have for this video, people. Click the like button. I hope you are subscribed if you haven't done so yet. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, what you waiting on?
Yeah. Yeah. Action sound. Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. Desire to get to higher. Life, it's an open road. Desire to get to higher. Don't limit it, yeah. Desire to get to higher. Life, it's an open road. Life, it's a subject, not an object. Take a full control.